All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. Let's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. All right. Title of this show. What did I title this? Salakia. So we're at the climax of the story. All right. Bear with me. Yeah, the climax of the story will come with a violent ending. Right? The only thing that matters is what? War. World War III, man. The tipping point of Armageddon. As Yahweh Shai said, it is even at the doors, right? Real quick. This is the book of Matthew. All right. It's the book of Matthew 16. All right. It's a little loud out here. I know they was cutting grass over here, so hopefully it doesn't get drowned out. All right. So anyway, Matthew chapter 16, straight to the point. Matthew chapter 16 and verse 2, and it reads, it says, he answered and said unto them, matter of fact, we'll start at verse 1, Matthew 16:1, it says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting and desired him, that he would show them a sign from heaven. Verse 2, it says, he answered and said unto them, when is it evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Verse 3, Matthew 16:3, and it says, in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times? Right. So at the end of the day, you should be able to see through the Spirit that what's going on, the signs of the times, these things that the Lord is showing us that determine the end of this place, man. All right. That's why I said we're at the climax. Matter of fact, let me read on. It says, "Oh, you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times?" All right. And the Lord has given us these things and making it plain to see. Verse 4. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there should be no sign, and there should no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed, right? And the sign really going back to the prophets that have been raised up here, that are declaring the truth, that are giving you proper understanding of these scriptures, man. All right? That's a major sign that, like I said, that can no longer be ignored. The prophets are standing up and giving you the truth. They're raising up the standard, the banner, as the scriptures say, man. It said the banner, the scripture said that the banner shall be displayed because of the truth, Salah, man. So that's what's happening right now, man. All right? Now I want to get this word for climax. All right? Because in every movie, there's always a climax. All right? Basically, the highest point of the story, if you will, before the credits roll, so to speak, right? Bear with me, I'm right by the airport, so it's gonna be planes constantly flying over, right? So Lord willing, I'm heard clearly. But anyway, so this is the definition of climax here. It says the most intense, exciting, or important point of something. It says a culmination or apex. It says culminate an exciting or impressive event. Climax, all right? So that's what's going on as far as prophecy is concerned, all right? It says the most intense, exciting, or important part of something, right? Because what's on the table? Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, all right? And then the icing on the cake is going to be what? Nuclear war. So we're at the most intense, most exciting part of the story, and it's coming into fruition right before our eyes, man, at the end of the day, right? So reading that one more time, it says the definition of climax. Okay? It says the most intense, exciting, or important point of something. All right? It says a culmination or apex. So we're at the height of it, man. All right? The height of the story, the highest and most important part of the story, because right now, as we know, all right, Iran is being bombed. All right? And those 48ers are expecting a counterattack. So, and there was an article I was just reading here where that war between Israel and Iran has been a silent war for centuries, man, going all the way back to like, I want to say like the 60s, somewhere in there. Might be further back, all the way to now where we're at in 2024, man. So eventually, as the Lord said in the prophecies, real quick, all right? Because we're seeing it happen, so there's no way you could deny it. And if you're denying it, hey, you're just simply a demon anyway, and you're going to be destroyed. All right? As we've been talking about, salvation and destruction are at the doors, right? Right after the climax is going to what? It's going to cause, it's going to bring forth a violent ending, right? So like I said, the credits is about to roll in this bitch, man. All right? Like the brother said, the brother Debar Kabash. And we're approaching the bitter end of this thing, man. All right? Real quick. Let me get that, bear with me 1 second. Let me hold where I'm at there. Let's hold back. Let's get that in Jeremiah. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Jeremiah chapter 50 in verse 45, and it reads, excuse me, Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 45, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that he have taken against Babylon. Man, this is the counsel that's being declared unto you, which the Lord has taken against Babylon, America, this place, the daughter of Babylon. All right, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have proposed against the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, bear with me, and shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right, so according to the prophecies, America is going to be wiped out, and in the land of, in the Holy Land. All right? We're in the time of the judgment. It says, verse 46, Jeremiah 50 and 46, it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. All right? When this place is destroyed, the whole planet is going to be rocked. Literally, you know, and physically, man. All right? It says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations, man. So when this place falls, ultimately it's going to be a great cry amongst the nations in the earth. All right? Because this place is regarded as the hammer of the whole earth. And it's about to be cut asunder according to the prophecies, man. All right, so these things are amplifying quickly, man. All right, that day is approaching faster and faster. All right, the water, bro. Shalom out. Bitter end, the conclusion of a difficult or unpleasant situation, the last or furthest extremity. Yeah, the bitter end. All right, the scriptures tell us that in Isaiah 47, right? That the mindset of this place, of these devils, is that they would remain in power forever. But the scriptures say that that Babylon didn't consider its latter end, right? And people are not even considering that. Look, we're at the point where, look, everybody's about to be put to death. These people, hey, if you're not covered by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and ultimately, if you're not of the elect, you're gonna die out here, man. All right? And they're putting it all through the publications, all through the internet, right? Where they're telling you billions of people are unaware that they're about to be sacrificed in a nuclear war, right? This is headlines right now, man. All right, and people don't even care, right? But anyway, I want to make some more points. All right, just thinking about a few things. All right, so as we read about the climax, the highest point, the most intense part of the story, which is going to come with a very violent ending, man. All right, quick. 2nd Ezra 15, right? That's always the go-to. All right, 2nd Ezra 15 and 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So, and the Lord is using us as vessels, man, to magnify his name in these prophecies. All right? For us to declare unto the people. Right? Evils, brother. Nothing but evils. Was it Ezekiel the 7th chapter, right? 2nd Ezra 15 and 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right? The prophecies that have been written are coming into fruition. And this is how we know that the words of the Lord are faithful and true. Right? Let me add on to that. Revelation 22. Revelation 22 and 6. And it reads, it says, and he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shah, the holy prophet, sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done, all right? Which we're seeing these things happen amongst us now. Verse 7, it says, behold, I come quickly, blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book, right? And that's what, and this is what the Lord said. This is red letter, man. The Lord said, behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. It's all about the prophecies, man. All right? Those that are sticking to the script, that are watching the manifold prophecies take place, man. So blessed are you, man. It says verse 8. Right? Let me jump down. No, we'll leave it there. Let's go back to the 2nd Ezra 15. Right? So back in 2nd Ezra 15, verse 2 again, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right, so all of the bullshit that's going on right now, us being labeled as a hate group, and you know, we're a fear-mongering group, a conspiracy theorists, whatever the hell they got going on out here. You know, all the bullshit, you know, accusations that's going on. The accuser of our brethren, as the scriptures tell us in Revelation 12 and 10. Right? We're not worried about none of that, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, no matter what these people say in the world, prophecy is coming to pass. Right? Prophecy don't give a damn about none of you niggas, man. You're not going to offset anything, man. All right? And at the end of the day, Esau got to do what he got to do. But as the Lord told us, hey, he said that we was going to be likened unto a, let me get that. Right? My favorite scripture, that was Jeremiah 15. Right? Because he said that we were going to be likened unto a fenced brazen wall. Right? Let me get that real quick. I believe that's Jeremiah 15. Right? So this is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 20. Jeremiah 15 and 20 says, and I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall. Right? It says, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. So, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah is with us. Right? The Lord told us to be confident, to stand in great boldness. The power is with us regardless of what happens, man. All right? So, as I said before, when they come with these narratives, none of it's going to hold weight. It's not going to stick, man. All right? All we got to do is continue to prophesy, man, and let the Lord do the rest. All right? So, like the scripture said, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. Right? Let me finish it out. Jeremiah 15 and 21, it says that I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible. Going back to Esau, man. All right? So as we're waiting on, as everybody's waiting on, as Esau ushers in his new agenda, all right, his so-called, you know, great reset or whatnot, all right, as he makes his move, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to make his. And guess what? Checkmate, man. All right? So, hey, as we see, I read an article today, before I go back to scripture, it said that America, where was it at? It talked about how America's, you know, developing this nuclear bomb, all right, faster than ever, or something like that, around them lines, right, for this submarine, all right, because war is going down, man, basically, all right, we're at the climax, right, I don't think I have it pulled up. Let me see. All right. No, I don't have it pulled up. Ooh, before I go on to that, back to the scripture, like I made mention of, and I'm always going to bring this out because this is heavy. That definition of accuser, all right, pursuant to Revelation 12 and 10, just got to bring it out since I made mention of the persecution and the demonization that's getting ready to come against the Bible, the prophets, anybody that believes in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, the takeover of the social media as we see what's going on, the famine of the word, all these things are being set in place for us, all right. So this is Easton's Bible Dictionary for the word accuser, bringing this out again. It says, Satan is styled the accuser of the brethren, Revelation 12 and 10, and it says, as seeking to uphold his influence among men by bringing false charges against Christians, which are the Israelites. It says, with a view of weakening their influence and injuring the cause which they are identified. And that's the point, all right? They want to weaken our influence because, as I always talk about in my lessons, I talk about the overwhelmingness of the truth, man. All right, this devil is being swallowed up by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. His kingdom is being thrown down. All right, so they're trying to weaken the influence of the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, this is why you got Vocab Malone and Dr. James White and all of these bug out, Johnny come lately Christians that come up and that try to contest the gospel. It's all about weakening the influence of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, but as the scriptures say, if this was of men, right, this will come to naught. All right, so basically what they're doing is just kicking against the pricks. All right, to no avail. It says, with the view of weakening their influence and injuring the cause which they are identified, and that's another point too. This is why you got these sellout camps, right? They're going to be used to bring blame to the ministry. This is why you got niggas with ARs on their hips at camps, fitted caps and shades on, looking like thugged out niggas on the block. Right? Scriptures talk about, they put no difference between the clean and the profane. Roughly paraphrasing, man. This is why you got, and it's funny. Why I say it's heavy because, once the Lord opens your eyes to the fact of knowing that you're an Israelite, now you're presented the different avenues. And what I mean is, like, coming out of the world, you got groups that are world friendly, that still kind of push that Christianity type vibe. It's all about marriages and families. Then you got another group that's like, look, if you still want to be a nigga and still, intertwine in the truth in the midst, you could do that. You could be a nigga, you can have your guns and shit, you could be thugged out and shit. So there's different, like, it's like different avenues of to go into when you come out of the world, man. So you got to have the spirit working with you to see who's really feeding you the truth, man. So it's heavy, man, because that within itself is like a sifting process, man. But anyway, not to rant. Let me go finish this off. Right. So it says, reading it again, it says, Satan is styled the accuser of the brethren, Revelation 12 and 10, as seeking to uphold his influence among men by bringing false charges against Christians. This is his whole purpose, right? The accuser going back to Satan to bring what? A false charge, a lie, with the view of weakening their influence and injuring the cause which they are identified. He was regarded by the Jews as the accuser of men before the Most High, laying to their charge the violations of the law which they were guilty and demanding their punishment. And this is exactly what he wants to do. All right? Because his word is beating his ass. All right? So the only thing left is to come with a big ass lie to play on the ignorance and the emotions of the people to get them to buy in. Right? That's all he has left. All right? So we're not worried because Yahweh Shai said that he was going to be with us until the end of the world always. You see? So let me go back to this 2nd Ezra 15. Right? 2nd Ezra 15 in verse, where we stop at verse 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? So that shit don't even matter right now, man. Do you see what's going on in the world? Do you see how these prophecies are popping? right? So if you got somebody that don't believe, that's coming against the ministry and the gospel, right? You know, that's insignificant, man. Right? It says the point, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's it. You don't believe you're gonna perish, man. You're gonna suffer a, a horrible death. All right. Verse 5. It says, "Behold," it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and destruction." All these things are playing out, man. All right. It says, verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. So now, as we're seeing, the Lord is beginning to work his work. All right. America's getting ready to be drawn in, as we read in Jeremiah 50 and 45. The least of the flock shall draw them out. All right. Going back to the Amalekites, man. All right. Israel is getting ready to draw America into this final world's war. This is the climax. This is the highest point of the story. This is the most intense part. All right. Because after that, guess what? Everybody else gets involved. You see? So while you niggas is distracted with all of this bullshit that's going on, especially I was looking at it last night, right? This whole rap beef shit that's going on with Drake and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Rick Ross, all this stupid shit, man. Right? Hey, if you want to know something, the real beef that the Lord has is with you niggas, man. All right? America and you niggas, that's the real beef, man. Right? Let me get that real quick. Right? Because you want to know what the real rap beef is. All right, is with Yahweh Shema Shai and America and you 2/3 niggas, man. That's the real rap beef, man. Right, that you need to be worried about. Not no fucking Drake and Rick Ross, because hey, you know, anytime major events play out in the earth, you know, they always use them damn pawns, them damn celebrity niggas to get Jake, you know, mind caught up in folly, man. Bread and circus. You know, that's all it is, man. That's why, you know, even people were saying on the comment boards that I was reading, you know, it's, you know, it looks like a distraction. It looks like a lot of this shit was forced. Another thing that's coming out, like, you know, this AI, this artificial intelligence, you know, has been set up. They're saying that a lot of this beef shit that's going on is from the AI as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, either if it's real or not, it's all one big ass fucking distraction, man. Because the things that really matter are going on right now, man. But anyway. Hosea 4:1, this is the real beef. Hosea 4:1, and it reads, it says, hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, you children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Hey, that's the real beef right there. Hey, the Lord got a controversy with all the inhabitants of the land, man. And this is twofold, speaking about Babylon, America, and 2/3 of you niggas, man. All right? That's the real beef that's going on, man. Right? Let me get that word for controversy. Right? That's the real, hey, that's the real smoke that's going on, right? Hosea 4:1. You niggas worried about some Rick Ross and Drake and Kendrick Lamar and shit, man. Man, you better be worried about Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Straight up. I just want to get that word for controversy. Right here, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. You children of Israel, for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai in the land. So that's the beef that the Lord got with you niggas, man. Right? The word for controversy, right? So it goes into strife, controversy, dispute. It says dispute, controversy, case at law. Let's see if there's any more. It says strife, contention, right? So the Lord has controversy, strife, and contention with this place and the inhabitants thereof, right? So let's go back. So like I said, that's the real beef that you should be worried about, that you should be watching for, man, right? Verse 2, it says, Hosea 4:2, it says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood, all right? That's pretty much the culture of this place, man, especially when it concerning you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics, right? Your culture is a culture of death and destruction, right? It says, verse 3, it says, therefore shall the land mourn and everyone dwelleth therein shall languish. And we see America's literally fading away. All right, the morality, right, the confidence and strength, you know, the so-called American pride, you know, being puffed up, being American, all that shit is dead now. The Lord has dried that spirit up. You know, people are dropping dead all over the place, right? They said this is the youngest generation with the most deaths right now, man. And you got to think what happened, man. All of the, you know, the increasing toxic chemtrails in the air, the water is done, the food, all right? Millions and billions of people took that JAB, right? People are just dropping dead left and right, man. Health complications, liver problems, turbo cancers, right? Everything about this place is languishing. The economy, you see that? The dollar doesn't hold any value, any weight no more. Everything is super expensive. You know? People don't trust the government or nothing, man. They don't believe in the politics no more. That's all adding into the languishing of this place, man. This place is becoming weak. It's dying. Right? It says, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. It says with the beasts of the field. Hey, you look at the animals, man. The animals are sick as hell. All right? It says you hardly ever see any bees and birds nowadays. All right? It says therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Right? There's videos all over Instagram and TikTok, YouTube, whatever. It's all videos showing of all the marine life in the ocean just dying, beaching themselves, billions of fish, you know, just washing up on the shore, you know, because the ocean is polluted. You know? It says, let's see if there's any more. It says, yeah, and that's the point. So that's pretty much what's happening right now, man. Okay, America, what the Lord is doing is the Lord is pretty much drying this place out in the spirit, man, before he physically dries this place out with the nuclear missiles, man. Right? Isaiah 14. All right? So my point, like I said, that's really the real beef that's going on right now. Right? Isaiah 14 in verse 11, right? I'll start at 9. All right, Isaiah 14 and 9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. All right, meaning, and that means that Esau is about to be taken permanently out of rulership. All right, hell going into the grave, he's getting ready to be destroyed. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, and all the chief ones of the earth, they have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, right? Which is the beginning of World War III, as we see, right? All they that shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? All right, we just read in Hosea, what, was it 4 and 3? That the land would languish, right? So now everything that made America built up in strength is being stripped away from it. Now it's weak, now it's desolate. All right, it says, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? The point, verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, which is his pride. As I talked about, there ain't no more pride in anything about this place, man. You know, ain't no pride in being an Edomite, an American. Ain't no pride in none of that shit, man. You know, the glory of this place has been far removed. You see? In actuality, there's you know, these people have a great disdain for this place, man. Right? You got people complaining about the lifestyle here, how hard it is to live now. You see how people can barely make it, can barely get by. All right, people are aware that pretty much no matter what political party that you believe in, it's all bullshit. All right, they all play for the same team. All right, these niggas be out there eating dinner and golfing with each other and shit, man. They all work for the fucking elite, man. That's common knowledge these days, man. All right, the people who claim to be oppressed, right, and have all of this racial hatred and shit, they're the ones that's in power, right? Like the elder said, you know, the rich man, the rich man is the one that's oppressing the people of the earth, but he got the nerve to complain, to act like he's oppressed, that he's the victim, right? How are you empowering and oppressing people, but at the same time, you're able to play the victim, man? So people are tired of this shit, man, right? Anyway, it says, like pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee, right? And the worms come when the body decomposes, and that's pretty much what's happening to the body of America, so to speak, man. The worms are getting ready to cover this place, going into the decomposition and the what's the word? The corrosion. This place is corroding. All right, it's falling apart from within. You know, it says, "And the worms covered thee." Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven? All right, which that goes back to power. All right, Esau is in his heaven. He's in his rulership. Right. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" When you look this word Lucifer up, it goes back to the king of Babylon. Right? This ain't talking about how Satan, spiritual demon Satan, rebelled in the heavens. All right, and him and his angels got kicked out and fell down to earth. That's not what this is talking about, man. All right, this is talking about Lucifer, the king of Babylon, the Edomite. All right, it says, "Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground?" Verse 13, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto heaven and will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon," and the stars of God represent the 12 tribes. All right. It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north," which represents North America, where the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanic, all right, the 12 tribes of Israel are still in captivity right here in the land of the north, Babylon. All right, and we're coming into the time where Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem us back. He's coming to save us. See that? So like I said earlier, going back to the prophecies and the climax, the highest point of the story, the most important part, is that the Lord is gathering the nations up for this very moment. Isaiah 13 in verse 3, it says, "I've commanded my sanctified ones." The sanctified ones represent the prophets of the Lord, the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. "I have also called my mighty ones," which the mighty ones represent the angels, which are also known as the reapers. When you read Joel, the 3rd chapter, Matthew chapter 13, verses like, and also Revelation 14, which we're going to get those scriptures, man. Because the angels are tied to the reapers, and the reapers are about to sow. They're about to reap, right? It says, "I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness." Verse 4, Isaiah 13:4, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together." Right, so once again, the tumultuous noise, the Lord raising up the kings of the east. All right, the drum beatings of war. All right, Proverbs 21:1, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he turneth whitherso he will." Right, so this is happening. All nations are standing up, so to speak, man. Right, they're preparing for World War III. "A tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai of hosts mustereth the host of the battle." All right, so he's gathering the troops. That's what it means. That word muster, it goes back to the gathering of troops, right, which is spiritual, tying it to what? Armageddon. All right, Armageddon, right? Let me read this article. All right, real quick. So this is from The Conversation. And this came out today, April 19th. It says Israel hits back at Iran. How domestic politics is determining Israeli action. It says Israel has carried out a strike on Iran in retaliation for a recent barrage of missiles and drones launched by the Iranians towards Israeli soil. Notably, Israel's strike against Iran appears to have more symbolic than substantive. Nevertheless, the overnight Israeli strike is the latest escalation in tensions between the two countries, right? And this is the key point. Going back to the most important part, that definition as we read about climax, right? It says, let me read it again. It says, nevertheless, the overnight Israeli strike is the latest escalation in tensions between the two countries, right? So those two countries are key, according to the prophecies. Well, let me read the other one. We read the one in Jeremiah 50. Let's read the one in Jeremiah 49, which is pretty much the same thing, right? It's all about those two countries right there, because they play a significant role amongst these two countries, which is America and Russia, right? This is Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah 49 in verse 20, and it reads, it says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, that he have taken against Edom. Now, in verse 45, in Jeremiah 50 and 45, it says, hear the counsel of the Lord, which he have taken against Babylon. You see? So that shows you that Edom and Babylon are synonymous. It's talking about the same people here. Edom, Babylon, Mount Seir, Assyria, Egypt. Okay? It's talking about the same people here, man. Because right now, Esau, Edom, right now in this current time, Esau, Edom would embody all those nations right now, man. Assyria, right? That's why you had the big deal over the climax. I mean, the eclipse, where the X went over. Was it like seven cities named Nineveh? You know, so it's like they're all connected to Esau, right? This is an omen to Esau's judgment, right? Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So the point, all right, these two countries, Israel and Iran, play a very significant part of the story. They're going to promote the escalation of what? World War III. That's why this is very important. It says the hostilities boiled after Israel's April 1st attack on Iran's embassy in Damascus, which killed a senior Iranian military leader. Israel in eliminating a key figure in the Quds force sought to undermine Iran's influence with proxy forces in the region, most notably Hezbollah and the Houthi, which the Houthi are pretty much, they have control of the Red Sea right now, man, and they're not allowing, you know, certain imports to go in and out of the seaports over there, man, which is going to hurt the global economy when you read into these articles. I think they said over what, $12 trillion or something like that. I might be too far, but I know it's in the trillions of amount of money that's going to be pretty much lost because of the seaports being halted out there, man. People are not going to be able to receive shipping and goods that they need to allow their economies to flourish. So these are all acts of war right here, man. Right? Reading a little bit more, and I'll grab a scripture. Right? Hey, because the prophets of Yahweh Shemawashai, we're the true news forecasters, man. We giving you the real news, man. All right. Real quick, it says it's a long article. I just want to get to the point. Bear with me. So it says. So it says, what's next? Jumping down all the way at the bottom. It says, from a strictly military standpoint, Israel has achieved a victory in its exchanges with Iran. It says it eliminated a leader of the Quds force, and Iran's retaliation did not manage to breach the defenses of Israel or its allies. War, however, is said to be the continuation of politics by other means. It says, in this case, Israel domestic politics trumped otherwise rational strategic calculations. Iran previously stated on several occasions that Israeli retaliation would be responded to in kind. Now the world waits to see if Israel's latest strike against Iran leads to a broader regional escalation, which is going to happen, man. Right? World War III. The gathering of troops in the valley of Yehoshaphat. Right? Let me get that real quick. Straight to the point. Joel, the 3rd chapter. Joel 3:9, it says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, right? The heathen nations. Prepare war. Right? Prepare war. There you go. Right. Spiritual weathermen. That's it, brother. That's the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And this is what the Lord is doing through the Spirit. All the men of war, all the foreign nationals, the troops that are being mounted up right now amongst these nations, the invasion of America right now, all right? All these Chinese and Russian troops and troops from other nations that are already inside of America right now. Right? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen. Gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. And we've been seeing the angels, man, the chariots. All right? The Lord is continuing to manifest his angelic presence, if you will, right? It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up out of the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right, and I was looking it up last night, or the night before. The valley of Jehoshaphat or Yehoshaphat, going back to the valley of, I think it was called the valley of Kindred, if I'm pronouncing it right, which is like northeast of Jerusalem. Right, so pretty much that whole region is where it's all going to go down. Right? I believe it's called Kindred. Right? So it says, verse 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the vats overflow, for the wickedness is great, man. So now it's time for the angels to reap. All right? It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is near, in the valley of decision, right? Because we're coming into the judgment time of 2/3 in the rest of these heathen nations, man. That's what makes these prophecies so incredible, man. Because as these days go by and we live on the sea, we're seeing the Lord manifest everything that he said what was going to happen, man. This is why Esau is ready to come after the Bible as a whole, man. Too many people are waking up, the elect being sealed in these last hours, man. All right, that remnant. That's what it's about, right? Let me add on to that, right? Going into the reapers again. This is Revelation 14, right? This is Revelation 14. I'll start at verse 14, all right? This is Revelation 14, and verse 14. It says, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud. All right, that's going into the fathership, man. All right, that massive chariot that the Lord is going to come in riding upon, right? And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, in his hand, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Right? Because when Yahushua comes, what is he going to do? He's going to conquer all the heads of the nations. He's going to take down these world powers. Right? Verse 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, right? Thrust in thy sickle, right? Which also tied into the that sickle going into the nuclear missiles, man. Right? And the laser beams that are going to be shot out of the chariots. All right. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Right? Let me add on to that. See, the harvest of the earth is ripe. Now it's time for the Lord to gather and destroy. Right? Matthew 13, the harvest is ripe. Right? Matthew 13, verse 37. All right? I'm sorry, Matthew 13, verse 37. And it reads, it says, he answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, all right, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect. It says, but the tares are the children of the wicked one, going back to the Edomites, man. And also, you 2/3 as well. It says, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, right? As we're reading in Revelation 14. It said the harvest is the end of the world. Are we not at the end of the world right now? All these things that are happening. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels, you see? Verse 40, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. Right? Because the angels are coming to gather the wheat from the tares. All right? He's allowing them to grow together. All right? I remember elders did the lessons on it because the tares and the wheat, they look the same. They're almost damn near identical. Right? But the Lord is coming to gather the wheat. All right? The elect. All right? It says, reading that again. Matthew 13 and 40, red letter, I was speaking, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world, which is going to be nuclear destruction. Verse 41, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels. This is why we're seeing all these angel sights, man. Brothers from different camps, you know, seeing angels hover above the camps, you know, in the videos, you know, all these different types of spiritual phenomenons that's going on right now. The Lord is showing us that he's with us, right? It says, and like a brother said, not to rant, but you know, a lot of these chariots and sightings of the angels are appearing over brothers in Great Millstone, man. Brother had said that. I thought that was pretty heavy, you know? You don't really hear anybody from these other groups really talking about it or seeing, you know? That's just something that, you know? So it says, Matthew 13 and 41, it says, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, right? So like we said, once Yahushua breaks the clouds, he enters into this realm, this kingdom, this world now belongs to him. And the angels are going to gather up everything that offends, that causes iniquity. It's going to be gathered and burned. All right? That's why Ezekiel, with the 9th chapter, you know, slay utterly old and young, men and women, you know, a very serious judgment. It says, verse 42, it shall cast them in the furnace of fire, which is the nuclear destruction, dealing with the missiles. there should be weeping, I'm sorry, there should be wailing and gnashing of teeth, right? So finishing this out in Revelation 14, just wanted to add that in there. All right. Revelation 14, Salakia. Revelation 14 and verse 16. I started 15 again. Revelation 14 and 15, it says, and another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap. Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Verse 16. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in the sickle, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. Verse 18, another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that sat, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. Right? Meaning the judgment. Matter of fact, let me add on to that. Right? This is, I got two of them. Right? There's one in Joel, bear with me. Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right, Joel 3 and Joel 3 and 13. We'll read that one again, but it's a quick precept. It says, put in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the vats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Right? So this is the time of the ultimate judgment. Let me get another one. All right? Because it said that thrust in thy sharp sickle, gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. Right? Let me get another one. 2nd Ezra 9. Right? 2nd Ezra 9 and 22. We'll start at 21. 2nd Ezra 9 and 21, it says, and I saw and spared it me, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people, going back to the elect, the remnant. All right? That's the grape of the cluster that the Lord is going to spare. Verse 22, it says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, which is pretty much 2/3 in the rest of these heathen. It says, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Speaking about the elect, man. Right? So that's who the Lord is coming to gather up. Finishing out this chapter here, Revelation 14 and 19, it says, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh Shemel, which is the judgment, man. All right, the nuclear destruction, the end of this place. All right, the ending in great violence and destruction. Right, verse 20. And the winepress was trodden without city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Right, so this place is going to be completely wiped out. All right, so that's pretty much the time that we are in right now, man. You know, so man, that's pretty much it, man. Hey, once again, this is what was the title? The climax of the story will come with the violent ending, man. All right, so hey, I pray that this quick lesson was edifying, man. I'll close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to our Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, who's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. Hey, shalom.